We have a daughter with spina bifida. That is the first thing. And when the daughter was born, she was transported to the hospital at once because was taken care of. And so I really didn't see my daughter when she was born. And in Sweden there is an organization that parents has started to go together to take care or to take advantage of each other's experiences. I was invited to come to this organization, and then they started diagnose groups there, and one was spina bifida and hydrocephalus. It was an organization in England that had big meetings, and our Swedish association was invited to this, and I was sent there, you see. And there I met with a lady who was general director for spina bifida and hydrocephalus organization in England. That was a very big organization. And we came together and we decided that we should start something, to try to start a spina bifida organization worldwide. So I was from Sweden sent out to Europe to see if we could find parent organizations. The result was that I sometimes were very successful and found groups of parents with spina bifida parents. And they were invited to Stockholm for a meeting for spina bifida and hydrocephalus, and that was in 1979. That was the first meeting we had. And one very important person was Holt from United States, you see. He was not a doctor, but he was a father of a spina bifida boy, and he had invented the shunt. The situation in Sweden was at that time the parents were not so very well taken care of. We had to, if we wanted something, we had, of course, we had to go to the doctors and try to find results, but they didn't help us very much. And they were not so interested really in spina bifida. We were not, it was only born 70 or 60 or 70 every year, so it was not a big group, but it wasn't, so they were not so interested in that. In Africa, it was my vice president, Pierre Mertens, and I, we went to Rehabilitation International yearly meeting in Africa in 1992, it was, in Nairobi. And I had been to New York first and met with the general director for Rehabilitation International and asked if spina bifida could be a program point on this. And we got really a program. And that was the first possibility for us to work in Africa. It is very important that we come together and discuss the problems, and that we are in contact with doctors and physiotherapists and dietists. That is another thing that is nowadays very popular. The food things, you see, that we had to. I think then there is another big problem, of course, and that is that the prenatal examination, makes it so that abortions, and you'd have to think about that, what is right and what is wrong, and that is, you'll have to discuss it.